I'm so excited for yet another epic Rebel Radio conversation with my dear friend Shelly Anderson, a master numerologist and someone who's been on the show before. I think it was just about a year ago that you came on the show. So, welcome, Shelly, to the show. I'm so glad you're here today.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here last minute. I love how, like I was saying before, I love how these spades play with us. So
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, we were scheduled to have a different guest on the show, and unfortunately, she was sick, and so Shelly stepped in, took a leap of faith, and went, "Okay, let's do this. Let's rock and roll." So, thank you, Shelly. So, master numerology. We're talking about this spades energy. Tell us a little bit about one of your biggest breakthroughs or takeaways from understanding numerology.
hmm. I would say biggest breakthroughs is being able to see my path
Mhm.
and understand the layers of my purpose as my life has journeyed, and knowing and accepting each layer of it. Like in my prior life, I was married, I raised the kids, I did the things, and my planetary ruling card is the Three of Hearts. And
Mhm.
so on the high side of that, like understanding that, right, I was here to be with family and loving on them and doing all the nurturing and like even in the community and doing the things, and then being able to see when it was time, like it's written in our charts, my purpose changed. That I was never meant to stay in that life. I was meant to move to the next life and serve a higher purpose as the 10 of clubs. And it's the depth that it brings to why we're actually here.
Ugh, right? It's like having the cheat codes for life.
It's it's I think it allows so much more grace into okay,
Wow.
this is why I'm having this kind of a day, and this is why I'm having this kind of a moment, and things like
Yeah. I don't know how many times, and I'm like, what's going on? And I'm just go look at my chart. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, no problem.
right.
Yeah, I love that. So, how would you describe who Shelly Anderson is?
Number one, I'm human. I'm
Yeah.
human as human can be. Um, but like as the five, I am playful, adventurous, I'm silly, I'm like lighthearted, loving, but then I also, can be that person who feels like she's got to carry the weight of the world. So it's a
Mhm.
mix of, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
I
And
love to
you're
nurture people. I love to see people. Like I love, if a thought as a 10 of clubs, if a thought comes into my mind, I'm going to express it. Like if I'm like, Cindy, you are rocking it, you're going to hear from me. Like
yeah.
it just comes out, and I'm not like a two word kind of person,
Mhm.
because it's like I'm shutting off my communication if I do. Like I have to express what I'm fully feeling.
Yeah.
So you're going to feel love from me because if I feel like, yeah, I love to love you.
I've received a few of those messages. I love it. I love it. So you are one of my favorite TikTok stars. You have a lot of fun on TikTok. And I remember a year ago, that was your first time doing a public appearance on Rebel Radio. And now you're all over TikTok and you're dancing and you're playing and you're having fun. What has that experience been like for you over the last year as you've stepped into that?
It is a journey. But it's been a journey in discovering more of who I am and like
Mhm.
allowing that expression to be out and open with everybody, but also like to know that that is part of my purpose. Like the more that I allow myself to, because I used to sit and watch people and be like, oh man, I wish that was me. Like, I wish, how do you do that? I can't do that. Like, I mean, the first time you invited me on here, the anxiety in my body, and yesterday, I'll admit, I was like, "Oh, shit, not again." But, like, today I was I really like, I was like, what are you thinking? Like, you can do this. But like connecting to that we are frequency, that we have a vibration, and that we ripple that out. And, I think one of the beautiful things that I have been able to witness with TikTok is it's a platform where people have been able to express themselves, and people are drawn to those energies. And I mean, I know who I love to follow, and I know they make me feel better like they're part of my, like, oh yeah, okay, let's do this. We got this. And so it's a fun way to share messages and connect that has opened me up more to how I'm meant to live and be childlike. Be
Right.
more childlike and bring in the play that we've been programmed to, like, not embody and not be a part of our. And so yeah, I love being able to bring more play into everything.
Yeah. Well, it shows. It shows. You're always playing. I love it.
That's too much.
No, there's no such thing, Shelly. What do you desire most for you in your life, and why?
Ooh, it's a balance. A balance of, these vibrations and frequencies of, like, the love, the play, the peace, the tranquility, the serenity, but a balance of it between family life, business, all of it, and being able to bring it into everything. And yeah, have it be a part of everything. Balance. That's it.
I love that. I love that. So you and I have been on a journey together over the last few years with numerology, with mind shifts and brain game. I know you love that one. Um,
I'm in it again right now. I'm actually really proud of myself, Cindy, just so you know.
I love it. I love it. But throughout this journey that we've been on, one of the key concepts has been this understanding of unity consciousness. And unity consciousness is something that everyone has a different definition for. So I'm curious, so curious. How do you define it?
Okay. So for me, it's an inside job that when you create that peace and harmony within you, it then, it's like a dance. Okay. It's like a dance with the universe, right? Like, you're dancing out the old lower frequencies out of your body, and you're dancing into new higher frequencies. And in that, I know I'm not seeing the 10 of clubs. It's like, I can't give you just a quick little, but
I
so,
want you to.
okay, so
Bring it.
in that inner dance that you're having, you're raising yourself up, which is, raising the vibration for others to do as well. And the understanding that, there are different beliefs, there are different, and there's like, it'll be like communities of different beliefs and everything, but no more sacrifice. No more.
Yeah, no more sacrifice. I love that. Beautiful. So, what kind of rituals or habits do you have in place to stay in devotion to unity consciousness?
So I'm a 5.
So, she doesn't like rituals. Let's just be clear with that. not, not the same all the time.
Not the same all the time. There are things that are like, every night when I go to bed, right, there is a ritual that I perform at nighttime to ensure that I'm going to bed in peace. If I'm open to wanting to hear messages in my dreams, then I will instigate that and say, okay, I'm open to it. But there's sometimes where I'm like, I just want to sleep tonight. Just let me be in peace, that kind of deal. In the morning, I don't like instantly jump out of bed. I take time and so I feel the energies the night before. So
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
already feeling into tomorrow's energy the night before. So I'm already allowing myself to, like, feel into tomorrow, what I'm going to be doing, planning, but not in like a go, go, go mind, just like, oh, okay, I know what I got. I can go to sleep now in peace. And then when I wake up in the morning, it's kind of like, okay, reactivate what I was thinking the night before, call in source to be with me. And then from there, I mean, I live in Alaska, so I have a 4-hour time difference from the Easterners.
Mhm.
So I will do like this is for me. I will do my social media thing after I've gotten that stuff taken care of,
Mhm.
um, to connect and do the things, and then I will allow the other. And it's different all the time. Although I am, I'll be honest, with this 9 energy month this month, I am feeling more of a call to become more structured in my ritual and to
Mm.
take it higher in my dedication to it, and become a little more brain game disciplined with the.
Mhm.
So you'll be proud because I'm in a 7 of diamonds container of brain game right now.
Mm.
Oh yeah. So yeah, and that's why I'm here, Cindy. Like
Yeah, so up-leveling value and taking that leap of faith and being willing to step into it, right? Yeah, I
Mhm.
love that. I love that. Nice container to join. I am proud. So, how do you see your business evolving with this desire for unity consciousness?
Mm. So I see that the more that I'm able to have others see their divinity and love themselves and trust in their bodies, that that expands them, opens them up, takes them higher, with a bigger awareness and understanding of themselves as source and the true divinity of all that is here. And so in that, it just helps raise the vibration for more people.
Yes, just more love, more peace, all the things. Yeah. So how do we, I mean, I've been in the online business space for quite some time, and you see the quote unquote gurus with the you need to have this strategy and that strategy and you need to do it this way and that way, as Shelly crosses her eyes and goes, "No." As a 5, you're like, "Mm-mm, mm-mm, no." But people like Brendan Burchard, who has been in this industry for years, posts to Instagram and Facebook like 15 times a day. It feels like torture to me. So I'm curious how you see us as humanities, as entrepreneurs, being able to let go of some of those old patterns, those old beliefs, so that we can operate our businesses from unity consciousness and create the impact we desire.
So this has actually been a journey for me because I stepped into this world in the MLM world. I'd never
Mhm.
done any of this stuff before. And so there's a game that's played there.
Mhm.
And although they may be fighting control, they're playing into the system of control of, okay, you're going to be on these like social media platforms this many times, and it's like you're playing the game the social media's way.
Yeah.
And so what I have come to learn for myself is more about the energy of it, the
Mhm.
power of it. Like it's about the impact. If
Yeah.
I am not feeling it, you're not going to find me on social media. It's a
Right.
waste of your time and it's a waste of my time. And
Mhm.
like when in January, I just come back from Joy's Master Numerology, right? And here's the thing, in knowing my contract, in knowing what planet I was in, I had taken on a lot of information and I was
Mhm.
integrating it all. And instead of feeling the pressure of, oh no, I need to be on social media, I need to be doing this, I allowed myself like 2 weeks of
Mhm.
integration, even to the point where I had people checking on me, like,
Are
are you
you okay?
and I'm like, "I'm good. I'm just like, I'm not in worry. I'm feeling into like I can recognize that I wanna take things higher.
Yeah.
There's more that I wanna share, but I wanna share it in integrity and my truth, and I'm just figuring out what that is right now." So and the thing is my first post that came on after 2 weeks of being off, received a lot of love, and like I was not expecting as much love as what it got. So that's where I'm at. Like I feel like it's more, intention. Like what is your intention? What is your message? What is your impact? And being in integrity with that. And, people will see your light. Like the more you allow yourself to be you and in integrity with your message, that light, the universe is working with you. The universe is like, you want to play with this? We'll play with you. You want to do the dance? Let's do it. And that's where the impact comes in, is that, yeah, we're playing with universal laws. We're playing with energies. We are playing with expansiveness, like beyond anything. I mean, it's a different world, and it allows freedom. Like you wouldn't, like, and peace in your body, and like not so much stress and pressure. And I feel like I'm itchy as crazy, but just like, what's going on?
My
So,
nose always gets itchy, so you're welcome.
but yeah, okay.
I love that. I love that. And I think it's so important. It's Brain Game 101, right? Prioritize your energy before taking action. And sometimes that takes 30 seconds and sometimes it takes 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love it. Nice work. All right. So here it comes. Here at Rebel Radio, we love to talk about wealth. Wealth is another one of those words that everybody's got a different definition for. How do you define wealth?
So as a 10 of clubs, my definition is different than possibly the diamonds. Like for me, I mean, I was in a marriage with a 4 of diamonds. And I mean, he was a 6 and a 4 of diamonds. So yes, he loved his family and all the things, but like when our marriage was crumbling, his focus was on what he was going to lose in his material world. It wasn't his people. And so for me, wealth is your connections, who's in your life. Like, are they nurturing you? Like, as far as, seeing the possibilities in you? Are you connecting with people that lift you up, that inspire you, that push you to do more, that, see, that don't want to dance and play with you in your fears. They want to dance and see you in your power. Being in those kind of communities, that is wealth. I mean, money is all part of it, and being able to play. Like for me, wealth is like, okay, so the money that I have, that's the most power I have in my voting dollars. So I'm gonna play with that money with people that are doing the good things in the world that I resonate with, that are in integrity with me. And wealth to me is getting to go out and play on the mountains and having the freedom to do that, and like playing with my schedule, with what works for me and works for my family and all those. So it's a whole combination of, like if I didn't have the people in my life, for me, the material stuff really doesn't, like, it's a pretty lonely world if you're just living in a house with material things and you don't have the people and the experiences to do it with. And you can go play on the mountains with, that's abundance.
Right.
Like I'm climbing them, but for a whole different reason than what Cindy's like saying, don't create mountains. I'm like, thank gosh you created mountains.
Totally different kind of mountain. Those are the fun mountains. Yeah. Yeah. And I love that, nature is such a mirror to us of wealth. You go out and I mean, my favorite time of year is springtime because everything's in bloom and there's flowers and there's an abundance of bees and bugs and all the things. And you just go out and you're just like, how can you not see the wealth that is all around us? And the money, the dollars, that's just a reflection of your own inner worth. That's all it is. Yeah. I love it. So what is one truth that you wish every entrepreneur knew?
So for me, my experience has been, it's a divine timing cycle. There's, this overnight success stuff.
Oh God.
I
Yeah.
mean, so what I have learned in my 2 years of really stepping into this is within my chart, there's lessons that we have to learn. There's a journey to all of it, and you learn the lessons here, and then you expand to the next level, and you learn. And I actually had the reflection, like this morning, I was like, right, like if I take this to my past life with my family, right? There's a process that you go through in the growth of your family. You start out with this, and then you expand to this, and then you expand to this, and you expand to this, and it's far more easeful and gentle, and like, and knowing that, okay, as you're in this dream, right, and you're dreaming of the next dream, it's coming. Just like allow the flow to be there for it to come, and not get so caught up in the worry of when.
Yes. Just breathe.
Mhm.
Just breathe. It'll be there.
I'm talking to myself in all of this too, by the way.
I love it. I think it's good reminders for all of us, and I mean, just because we do this work and we live and breathe it doesn't mean that we don't need reminders too, because as you said in the very beginning, I'm human.
Very.
So, what is one thing that you've learned about yourself along your journey that has helped you to grow and expand?
Uh, I think like this one gets me. I think in fully like, and I mean, I learn more and more about me as the 5 and the 10 of clubs every day. Like it's a continuous, journey till the end of time. But um in understanding, like I love knowing the pieces of the 5, but in understanding the 10 of clubs and what that means as far as, the expression that I bring to the world and things like that, and the value that it has, and being able to trust in that each of us has a piece. Like that's been a journey for me to release perfection, release the things that were programmed into me. Like it's a journey that I'm still like, come on, you can do it. Like, let that cord go, let it go. Like it's but in knowing, like in seeing the resilience, like, okay, I've had some shit, and I've been there for me. Okay, and then again, oh, look at that. And like at this point, with friends, I'm like, okay, like I want truth, man, because I want to expand, I want to grow. So if you see me in my patterns, call me out on my shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be in the patterns. I don't want to keep playing the old roles. I want to step up.
Yeah.
So I think it's the expansion of me being open for that.
Mhm. Yeah. I love it.
So
I
yeah.
love it. Always learning, always growing, right?
Always, yep.
Oh, Shelly, I could talk to you all day long. I want to thank you for being on the show today. But as always, we end the show with one last question. What do you dream of for the world?
Okay, so this actually just came in this morning, and I posted it. So I dream of everyone creating the most tropical oasis within your body.
Ooh,
That
I gotta
you
feel
represent to the world.
a tropical oasis in the body. Fuck yeah.
But doesn't that feel good?
It feels really good. Thank you for your dream. And thank you. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me. This was fun.